Her name is Lori Vallow Daybell, the most notorious mom in America. She's been hauled halfway around the world in handcuffs to face the charges against her. And so many questions.
Welcome back, Lori. Where are your kids?
Including the question, where are her children? These two, JJ and Tylee. They have not been seen in months.
The search for these children has now gone national.
Now there's a $20,000 reward for information leading directly to the recovery of Joshua and Tylee.
Lori isn't talking, but now the people closest to her are.
I know truth about them and facts. Absolutely, I want to say something.
Yeah, Lori's kind of become public enemy number one.
Yeah.
Does it even seem like your mom?
No. My mom loves us. Always did. Always took care of us. I swear she would die for us.
We first brought you this story in February after we tracked Lori all the way from snowy Idaho to sunny Kauai. We shot this video of Lori and her new husband.
What do you guys have to say to the people who are looking for your kids?
And then we aired a report on Dateline. And less than a week later, Lori was arrested. They put her on a plane and flew her back to Rexburg, Idaho, to face charges of desertion and contempt of court, among others, for failing to produce her children. And all along, authorities hinted to us it could get so much worse.
This case didn't start as a criminal case, Your Honor. It started as a report of 2 missing children.
As Lori stood in the dock, all around her was a public madhouse. Nate Eaton and Eric Grossarth are local reporters and NBC News contributors, helping us report this story.
People started lining up 6 hours before the hearing like it's a concert. And people are Facebook Living the whole thing, talking to their friends. I just saw Lori Vallow. She was wearing red lipstick.
She had a bulletproof vest on underneath her jumpsuit.
It's taken on a whole reality type thing that Idaho has never seen.
In the weeks since her arrest, the story of Lori and her family has gotten only stranger, the mystery of the children only deeper. And the whole time, we've been digging. What happened to those kids? And who is Lori? Well, we can certainly tell you who she used to be.
Number 13, Lori Ryan.
Way back in 2004, in another life, Lori competed for the title of Mrs. Texas.
She is Mrs. Hayes County. She is 30 years old, and she stands at 5 feet 6 inches tall.
Back then, Lori might have seemed the perfect wife and mom. Though she was so busy, she told pageant officials she often felt like a ticking time bomb. But it was a busy wife and mom she always wanted to be, from the day she was raised in a faithful Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints family in Southern California.
I've known her most of all my life.
This is Melanie, Lori's niece, speaking out for the first time. An insider, a confidant who, as you'll see, is rather wrapped up in all this. Her mom was Lori's older sister.
I loved Lori. Lori used to carry me around as a little baby and pretend that I was hers when she was 16.
Lori was 22 and already on her second husband when she had a baby of her own, Colby. This is his first network TV interview. What was it like to be with her as a little kid?
She just made everything fun. We were really close. I mean, I grew up being kind of like her little best friend.
Months after Colby was born, Lori divorced his dad. And the heavy load that came with being a single mom meant change was constant.
All I knew is that I just packed my stuff up and we left.
Mom would say it's time to go, and away you go.
It's time to go. I don't remember her switching jobs. I don't remember anything too crazy. I just remember our situation always being hard. I was always like trying to get away.
From what? Who knows? Colby just remembers the suddenness, the frequent uprooting of him and her little home-based hair salon.
You know, she was struggling. She was trying to provide for me, trying to figure out what she wanted to do. She always wanted to have a family. I wanted siblings, brothers and sisters, the whole family.
And in 2000, when Colby was a preschooler, a man came around to give them just that. His name was Joe Ryan.
What was he like?
Our relationship was not great.
This wasn't the stepdad you were hoping for?
Not for me. I mean, I was already protective of my mom from a young age. So as they got married and we moved into a house, a lot of things changed quickly.
The biggest change?
You know, all of a sudden, she was having my sister.
In 2002, a little girl, a sister for Colby, a daughter for Joe. They named her Tylee.
What about with Tylee? Was he a good dad for her?
Yeah, I think they were a lot closer. I think that because that was his actual daughter, they were closer.
But, said Colby, he did not have an easy time with his stepfather at all.
He went out of his way to make a point when he would like spank me, and then he just did weird things like little hits in the head, like thought it was funny. So there's a lot of stuff with that.
Okay.
And, you know, he was sexually abusive as well.
With you?
Colby said he tried to keep his terrible secret from his mom until he just couldn't anymore.
Must have upset her a lot.
Yeah, she was, I remember how devastated she was. I can't imagine that feeling, and that's why I didn't want to tell her in the beginning, because it was more just, I don't even know what it is. I don't know what to say.
It's not an easy way to start life. Huh.
No.
So when he was out of your life, was it kind of a relief or what?
For me, when we left, it was definitely more relief. I felt safer, I guess. I felt just better from being away from him.
But the fights didn't end once Lori left Joe. Then they fought over Tylee. Many court hearings. Lori enlisted her niece Melanie to help.
Lori flew me out to nanny for them in Texas, and it was a lot of fun. Tylee was just little, and I loved taking Tylee to do everything, and Colby too. We'd go out on the boat on the lake, and Lori's just a fun mom.
But custody battles are surely one of the deeper circles of hell. Hatred simmered, boiled. After Colby told his mother about Joe Ryan, the story was passed on to this man, Alex Cox, Lori's older brother. You'll want to remember him. In the summer of 2007, Alex tracked down Joe in a parking lot in Austin, Texas, lunged at him with a stun gun, and later told several family members what he intended to do.
Alex, your uncle, tried to kill him.
Joe got away, broke his wrist in the fracas, and Alex pleaded guilty to aggravated assault, did 90 days behind bars. And the incident in Austin was just a taste, a mere foreshadowing of the chaos still to come.